The impact of reading on empathy. We live in an increasingly polarized time. Tensions between nations and blocs have soared to new heights, while at home, political parties have grown increasingly uncooperative with each other. How do we solve this? Well, perhaps through empathy. Broadly defined by Webster's dictionary as the action of understanding, being aware of, being sensitive to, and vicariously experiencing the feelings, thoughts, and experiences of another, of either the past or present, without having the feelings, thoughts, and experience fully communicated in an objectively explicit manner. Empathy is one of the best ways to build understanding between people. Furthermore, it appears that such an outside influences affecting empathy is, in truth, a reality. Multiple studies, speeches, and articles have all claimed that an individual's environment can affect their empathic ability. In particular, a paper written by a Professor Albers on childhood development noted that the environment in which children find themselves will affect how they interact with each other, and whether or not it is done so in a kind and positive manner. Ultimately, according to a variety of sources, it appears that empathy can be affected in a variety of ways. Thus, I created an experiment to test whether or not reading fiction could do so. The experiment was as follows. The participants would answer an online empathy measurement questionnaire. Upon completion, a score would be provided to them, which they would have to remember for slightly later. They were then asked to read a multi-page excerpt of a story written by me, after which they would then take the questionnaire again and record the new score. Both tests were supplied to me in an email, and they would be compared with everyone else's to see if I had created something which could affect empathy. These scores will now be shown. So as you can see, these are the scores provided. And they come in varying degrees. Some scores, as you can see in participant 1, remain the same, while others, including such as participant 2, participant 4, and participant 5, all found measurably higher increases in their empathic ability, whereas participant number 3, in fact, their score fell. This is not to say any of these people should be judged, however, as there were many outside unplanned instances which could have affected their respective scores in ways which I am unaware of, such of which may include an argument, not succeeding at a task, or perhaps the participant receiving unfortunate news. Ultimately, I have inconclusive results and cannot make a sound conclusion on whether or not the paper and the fiction was able to accurately affect empathy. Finally, I would like to acknowledge a few people. My family, foremost, has been a guiding presence in this project and have supported me throughout the long process to completion. I'd also like to thank Dr. Michelle Andersma, whose guidance and experience in ARP has transformed my once jumbled and ill-thought-together ideas into a concrete plan to accomplish a goal I think is worthy of research. Finally, I would like to thank everyone who volunteered to take my experiment. Without you, I could not have done this. And these are some of the sources which I used.